Hello my beautiful people, it's your girl again, Jacki'sfashion. If you're just joining me for your first time, you are welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please click the red subscribe button down below and turn on your notification post so that each time I upload, you will be the first to watch. If you're my old subscriber, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. In this channel, I'm doing fashion, design, and lifestyle. You can also follow me on Facebook as Jackie Fashion and Show. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut a simple slit up shoulder gown. So let's start. In order for us to start, I have my material here. This is 2 yards of my material. In this pattern, you can use any material you want. African fabric, satin is up to you. So I have my tape, I have my ruler, and I have my cuff ruler, my scissors, and my chalk. So this material is 2 yards. So let's start. In order for us to start, we are supposed to place our material on the table. So I'm going to cut the front first, then I'll take the front and place on the back in order for me to. I'm going to put my material sideways. I've placed my material. So let me find my starting point. I'm going to rule my line as my starting point. Here is my starting point. So I'm going to start inserting my measurement. So I'm going to go with the back of 15, the bust of 36, the length of 38. So here is my starting point. So I'm going to go with my bust circumference, my half, my under bust circumference, and my length. So I'm going to place this 38 all around. So now I'm going to start inserting my I'm going to start inserting my measurement. My back is 15, that is divided by 2. I have 7.5 plus 1 inch seam allowance. So my bust is 36 divided by 4. I have 9. I add 1 inch seam allowance. Okay, now I have 9 plus 1 inch, that's 10. So I'm going to insert my 10 like this, and I add 1 inch. Like that. So on my shoulder length, I'm going to come down with ½ inch. So I insert my back, that's 8.5. I place my 8.5 like that. Then I'm going to come down by 8 in order to form my armhole. where I'm going to place my armhole. So here I roll my line. The material is slippery, so don't mind that. Now I use my curve ruler. So that is that. Now I'm going to join the sides together. Okay, yeah. It depends how open you want. So I want mine to be 17. At this place, it depends how open you want. So mine is 17. You can put yours whatever you want. You can see that is how my gown is going to look like. I want to make sure my length is okay. Okay, now I'm going to match the down part. Here I'm not going to cut the neck now because it's a side slit neck, but I will just mark where the neck is. Okay, I'm done with my drafting, so I'm going to cut this down. I haven't cut the neck because it's a side slit, so I'm done with this for now. When I will cut this down, I will place on the other part of the material and I cut the same. Remember, I'm using 2 yards, but if you want to use, for this pattern I'm making, you have to use 3 yards. Why I'm telling you that you have to use 3 yards is because the hand is going to be like flare. Okay, so I'm going to place this on the other place, on the other part, and remove and cut it there. This is how it look like. As you can see, I cut this and I place on top of this. I cut it. It was so slippery, so I have to pin it down. So now we get to go with the neckline. So I'm going to take the neck at 3.5. I don't usually I like my neck to be so open, so I'm going to notch it down because I'm going to cut the front and the back neck same. So I'm okay. Here I've placed the material to remove our neckline, because remember the gown is a slit neck gown, up shoulder slit neck gown. So now I've placed it down using good side on top of good side. Remember, I measured 3.5 for the back, so from this 3.5 I'm going to go down by 7. How deep I want the neck to be, so whatever you want your own, you insert it. And here I'm also going to go down with 7. So this is my 7 here, and this is my 7, and this is my 3.5 that I removed before placing it together. So I'm just going to go like this up to this 7 here. You can see the way I'm curving it. This is my 7, up to the 3.5 here. Okay, here I don't just want it to just be like that, so I want to go up by 3.5. Okay, yeah, I don't just want to leave it so straight. I want it to be like curvy, so I'm going to go with 1/2 inch up. This is my 1/2 inch, then I curve again. Why I do it like this? Because I want to cut the back and the front together. So I cut. Okay, we have cut. As you can see how the gown look like. Beautiful. So let's go to our sleeve. I'm going to take what I have here for my sleeve. I have 9. We're about to cut our sleeve, and this is how I fold it. So I fold it like that. So in this way that I fold it, I'm going to fold it again, so that I'm going to cut the two sleeves together. So I go back like this. So this is what I want is. So from here I'm going to take 9 like that, and 9 like this. Okay, the material is so sleepy, guys. So this is my 9. So from here I take 5 downward. So I measured the armhole, it was 9, as you can see. So I'm just going to go like that. So I place my tape from here. I have 15. So I'm going to use 15 for my length, for my sleeve length. So I'm going to go with 15 all around. Okay, from here to here, I'm just going to mark, take straight line like that. You see that? So this is my sleeve. Guys, the material is so sleepy. I just need to cut it like this. So these are my, I fold it, so it's going to give me 2 sleeves. So this is my sleeve. Then I cut here. Yeah, just open it a little bit. Okay, this is how our sleeves look like. Okay, we have cut our gown and we have also cut our sleeves. Okay, here now I cut a strike to attach at the slit section. So I cut it according to the slit. We slit it by 7. So I also cut the strike by 7 so that by the time I will sew, I will left with 6.5. I also cut it 2.5 because when I will sew ½ inch, I'm going to left with 2. So this is how it's supposed to look like. When I sew ½ inch, I'm going to left with 2 inch. So I want to just put the sleeve and let's see how it's going to look like. And I'm going to fit the other side like that, as you can see. So that is how it's supposed to look like. So we are supposed to work on this other side, the slit side. This one is supposed to have up shoulder side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where the armhole ends. As you can see, I mark it. Then later I'm going to cuff it. So in this point I can't just cuff it straight. So I'm going to give a cuff, because if I cuff it straight, it would not be okay. So I'm just going to give a cuff at that place like that. You see, that is how it's supposed to be. And then I have to come down by 2 inch. Then I have to match it from where I mark the armhole. I'm going to come with ½ inch backward. So I will match it now with the armhole. So I have to match this line into the 2 that we carry down. So I have to stretch it and mark it at the 2. So I'm going to cut the first part just for you to see how it look like. Then later I will cut the second part. That is the 2. So I'm going to cut it. Be careful. Okay, let's see as it look like. We are getting to the point. As you can see, let's match it. Okay, now I'm going to remove the ½ inch that I marked backward in order for it to match freely on my armhole. I did that, and let me feed it. You see that? That's how it's supposed to look. So let me feed it and let's see. That is how it's supposed to look. And I will also feed the strike. Wow. Wow, as you can see, that is our up shoulder slit gown. Okay guys, I've cut the pieces to turn the neck because it doesn't have interfacing. That is why I cut these pieces. So I'm going to use this to turn the neck. Before I turn the neck, I'm going to insert this first. So I'm going to sew ½ inch, it will remain 2 inch because I cut it 2.5, ½ inch for sewing allowance. So I'm first of all going to insert this ½ inch. When I'm done sewing it, so I'll insert it here ½ inch. Then as for the turning, I'm going to place good side on the good side like this. So I'm going to place it like this. I sew it all around, then I notch it. I go to my steamer, I iron it. Same with the sleeve. As you can see, I also do the same for the sleeve because it doesn't have interfacing. Yeah, as for the other sleeve, it's just going to fit at this part. This other sleeve don't have any problem. So it's this other sleeve that I'm going to put facing like this, good side on top of the good side. When you're done sewing it, you iron it, then you turn it like this. So I'm going to go on my sewing machine and sew it down. As you can see, I've turned it around. I've turned the neck, and you can see, and I double stitch it after I use my pieces to fold it. So I also insert this, and I do the same for the hand. As you can see, I double stitch it also. So now I'm going to be inserting the sleeve like this, for this one. This is how it's going to look, and this other one I will insert it here. And I've also stitched here this other shoulder. I've stitched it by ½ inch. So I'm going to insert my sleeves now. So before I insert my sleeve, as you can see, all the edges, they are rough. So I'm going to go on my zigzag machine to zigzag it, or to fold the edges. So I call it zigzag. I don't know how you can call it. So I'm going to go on my zigzag machine and zigzag it all the edges before I insert the sleeves. I've inserted my sleeve. As you can see, I've put this other side and this other way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to join the two sides together to form the gown. So this is what I was talking of, zigzag these edges, to fold these edges so that it will not be giving rough, so that the roughness will not come out. So now I'm going to fold it like this all around, and I also fold it, then I join the sides, the two sides together. Okay, I'm done inserting my sleeve. I've also folded by ½ inch. As you can see, this is my gown. This is the A flare, this is the other side, and this is the other side. As you can see, look at how it look like, and see the neck, how is it? Okay, so now we are done with our gown. I also fold it down by ½ inch, as you can see. So I'm going to fit it now on the mannequin and come to the end of this video. So if you love this video, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share. I will see you in my next video, or you will see me in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye. I love you guys.